Good morning everyone, excuse the really bare face. It's the 14th of August today, Monday, and we are going in for egg retrieval. I've got my comfy, literally just rolled out of bed, my comfy like sports bra on and my top, and then my comfy pants, and my lucky socks. We will for sure try and get some footage or updates somewhere, so
So it's egg retrieval morning, guys. We're in at now. Well, we're in at 8:30, and then Georgia is going down for 9:15 on the dot. On you? You excited?
Oh yeah.
You buzzed?
Yeah.
The question is, will they have any extra eggs so that I can have my breakfast? That's where we are. That's what we're at. That's where we are. So we're currently in the car park. It's 7:58. We're a little bit early. She's got her lucky socks on.
I showed them.
Have you showed the lucky socks? Yeah. Okay. I think we're just ready to go in now and get it over and done with, so to speak.
good morning guys. It is still like 11:45 or something. Yeah, it's literally 11:43 and we are just home from the egg retrieval. Like, it's obviously understandable that you'll be anxious about it. Still got my thing on, which hurts more than my stomach right now. It's obvious that like you'll be anxious about it, and like if I have to do another egg retrieval, if this cycle doesn't work, then I'll still be anxious about it. But like I was so anxious about the sedation. I've never been sedated, never had general anesthetic or any kind of sedation before, so I was really nervous. The doctor was lovely. He came and introduced himself to me, although I've already spoken to him once on a video call like 4 months ago, but he came and like, you know, spoke me through a little bit of stuff and asked me if I had any questions. And then the anaesthetist came and he was really nice. And then I was sent to have a wee. I was already in my gown and stuff at this point. And then I was sent to have a wee because it's just more comfortable if you've got an empty bladder for you. Then I went into the procedure room, walked myself in, got onto their bed. There was another guy in there who was so friendly. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was just helper. And then there was a woman in there and they had like a little window in there. I say a window, they had like a little hole in the wall with a glass, you know, window. But it was like a door that they could open, and I think it was straight through to the embryology team so that they could like literally pass the test tubes through as they were draining the follicles and collecting hopefully the eggs. They were just like laughing and joking. They made it really light-hearted, which I really appreciated. And then the guy, the anaesthetist, was like, sharp scratch, and he did it. And they all knew how nervous I was. And it really was just a sharp scratch. And but then he had to like shove the cannula in a bit. The guy that was like helping put some ECG like monitors on me. It's always so much worse. And I say this about everything. I've always said this with my anxiety. It's the case with everything. Everything seems so much worse before you do it, and when you're like thinking about it and anticipating how it's going to go and what the room might look like and how you might feel. I was really worried because I sort of have a emetophobia, which is fear of vomit and being sick and stuff, or other people being sick. And so I was worried that I'd feel quite nauseous when I came back round. But he was like, so the doctor said, right, I want you to tell me when you're about 6-7 gins in. And I was like, oh, I'm a bit of a lightweight. So, and he's like, okay, just tell me when you feel a little bit, you know, ooh, a little bit drunk. So the anaesthetist was like, I'm just going to slowly put a little bit in now. And I was like, okay. And I was just sat there with my little hand like this, with my little drugs going in. And I was like, I feel fine. I feel fine, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then after like, maybe like not even 10 more seconds, I was like, oh, it's going kind of like, it wasn't like it went fuzzy, because I was worried that I'd feel dizzy and it'd be like, whoa. It wasn't like that at all. It was just like, I just felt like warm and light. I was like, oh, that's really weird. I was like, I think it's starting to sort of do something. And then the next thing I knew, I think I was just like, and I was out, and they put an oxygen mask on me just before I went out, and the next thing I knew, somehow I got out of the bed in the procedure room into a hospital bed that they wheeled me through to the ward that I'd been like in the prep ward that is also the recovery ward. They wheeled me back in. I was like to the nurse, I was like, Linda, did I get myself into this bed? And she was like, yeah, with a little assistance. No recollection of it whatsoever. And when I came back round, the nurse, our nurse Linda, was lovely. She was so kind. She took such good care of me. She had a little cup of water and paracetamol for me straight away, and I took it. And then the next thing, I think she woke me up with biscuits, with some bourbon. Well, she brought like a big tray of biscuits over, and I picked a packet of bourbons. I got 3 bourbons, and she brought a cup of tea. But I must have been falling in and out of sleep, and I was so peaceful. I was so relaxed. I'll still be nervous if I have to go for another egg collection, just because of what it is. But like, you do not need to be scared of sedation. You do not need to be scared of like feeling any pain, or even like the cannula and the drugs and stuff. It's over so fast. I think my op was like 20-25 minutes, but we have our egg results as well of what was retrieved. I am happy with what we got. I wish we got a couple more, but I'm still happy with what we got. It's just because like you tend to lose some along the way through each stage of the fertilization process, and like I'm hoping that we have 2 or 3 blastocysts so that we can do a transfer and we can potentially freeze a couple, I guess. Mike's gone to get me a hot chocolate from my favourite hot chocolate place, and he's gone to get us a Subway steak and cheese all the way. Oh, and I have to start my cyclogest pessaries tonight. So yeah, all is good, guys. I'm just a little bit sleepy. So the goods have arrived. This is my steak and cheese with mayo, extra cheese, and lettuce. And then squares, because they're the best crisps ever. And then hot chocolate from my favourite place in our little village called Brew and Tucker. And Galaxy Smooth Milk. Do you want to tell everyone how many eggs we got?
Yes, I will tell everybody how many eggs we got. We got 7 eggs. 7 big, wonderful, perfect, fantastic eggs.
We don't know that yet. I think he's just manifesting.
Yeah.
Update, it's about 2 o'clock now, possibly just before. I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 for like the 5th time. It's ridiculous. My Subway went down a treat, and my squares went down a treat, and I've had a little bit of Galaxy chocolate, but I'm feeling good. I'm actually feeling more frustrated that I can't get on and do something, like record. Or I feel like, I know that you have to rest after these things, but I feel like I'm just wasting time. I feel like I'm just being lazy. That's something that I need to work on. I can't seem to drift off to sleep because my mind is buzzing about how many of our 7 eggs are going to fertilise. It's just like, yeah, I just want to know now. Yeah, so it's Monday today, obviously, Monday the 14th of August. No, it's February. Monday the 14th of August, and my transfer is on Saturday, which is the 19th of August, if they have something to transfer, so fingers crossed. It's Tuesday the 15th of August today, and we got 7 eggs yesterday. All 7 were mature, and
all 7 fertilised. 7 big, wonderful, perfect, fantastic eggs. Come on.
So she said they don't check them till Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Transfer day.
Our transfer is 10 AM on Saturday, but we'll be contacted at 9 AM to let us know details beforehand.
It's a bit late that really, because we'll be leaving at like 9:15.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, so on Saturday we'll find out. She said like of those 7 fertilised, there should be definitely at least 1 blastocyst in there to transfer, and should hopefully 2 to freeze or something like that. I think that's just
Which
like
is exactly what we need, really.
Yeah, that's what we.
Couple behind us just in case, well, anything goes wrong, innit? Good stuff.
Transfer Saturday. See you there, gang.